Good morning, beautiful. I hope that this finds you well rested, ready to begin your day. This is your daily tarot and oracle, your daily insight on life and love for February 16th, 2022, also being timeless. Wherever you're catching it in time, this might be really relevant, horribly irrelevant, much of the same. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, if you found your way across this, wherever in time, this might have a message for you. So listen with an open heart and an open mind. If it doesn't make sense, just let it go. It's all good. This looks like a new beginning that's been put on delay. A lot of setbacks in this, a major backhand of reality. So what I see is a change that nobody is secure about. Nobody is sure if this is going to work. It seems like you're really in a gray area. It feels kind of like this defeated attitude. But honestly, you're just afraid. And who could blame you? You want to protect yourself as much as possible. You can't protect yourself with this. Physically, yes. Emotionally, maybe not so much. Mentally, maybe not so much. But regardless, something is on delay. And it looks like you're really good at keeping your composure. I know, and I mean it. I know that you completely want to lose your crap. It is not lost on me. It's not lost on anybody. It's not lost on something that isn't there. So trust me, it's noted. All right. You feel like nothing has changed. And it feels like deception all around. So what I'm seeing here is it's just pushing through, going through the motions. You have turned yourself off emotionally. That's what the safety net is for you. You just can't turn yourself off like that. I mean, yeah, you can, but this isn't how this is going to work moving forward. Spirit's not going to let you get away with that. So, oh, high and mighty one, you stubbornly stoic person, you, and I mean that in the most playful way possible. All right. Looks like you're moving forward with a lot of doubts. You are. Whatever this is, the delay, whatever it is, you're moving forward with it, but you have a lot of doubt. So you are keeping everything at an arm's distance. I see that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I see that the confidence in this is going to pick up. This is going to be something where you actually start to let your guard down and envision the future. I know it seems far-fetched, but it's there. So anyway, listen. Your defenses are up. Throat chakra is going through some sort of crazy transformation. And I want you to know that the High Priestess, this is a rite of passage. There's something that needs to be let go of. We're going to find out in a minute. I need to light more incense. Go get your drink or food or whatever. I don't know if I still haven't even looked if I can light things on camera and not be seen as a crazy person. I'm definitely weird. I'll give myself that. However, crazy? Okay. I'm getting pulled to two separate decks right now, so I'm going to go with it. Make sure I didn't leave any cards of this particular. I did. Thank God I checked. Let's see, what did I leave over here? The base chakra. And be willing to forgive. I love this thing. Remember, be willing to forgive, but remember the effort's name. Okay. All right, so choose only positive. Choose only positive thoughts to describe your home, career, and finances as your world determines your outcome. That is the truest thing. Look for the toxic positivity. We're not talking toxic positivity. When you're kind of losing sight, allow yourself to start taking note of the little positive things. That's it. Just start to turn your world around in the most minimal of steps. Be willing to forgive. The angels ask to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. Yeah. All right, so what is this involving? The heart chakra. So spirit is talking to you. We also have the ear chakra. Spirit is really talking to you and learning how to get forgiveness in your heart. With all of this doubt moving forward, you do have a guard around your heart. So let's talk about it. So let's see. Harmony, trust, lovingness, gentle with self and others, able to give and receive without giving. How much of a trip is that? It always feels like you got to give somebody something in return. It's just, So be open to new people, ideas, growth, coping with loss, and finding balance. So this caretaking in relationships. This is going to be dealing with lungs. You need to learn how to breathe again. The heart chakra, spirit is telling you to open your heart, learning how to breathe again, give other people chances in your life. Give somebody another chance. Again, disclaimer, not abusive, toxic, narcissistic, illegal. We're not going with those. I'm not asking you to put your life in danger. Don't do it. Don't be that person. But with that little buffer on this, if there's somebody in your life that you know that you could forgive and open your heart up to, this might be a loving relationship, this might be family, this might be platonic, somebody is coming in for forgiveness. And I will say that you guys are paving a path together. So, okay. Ooh, jeez. No. You know what card I'm about to pull out, don't you? Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about this. I'm saying that this is a relationship reading. It could be love, it could be family, it can be platonic. So I'm shuffling these cards. Guess what card came out? Go and guess. You're probably already yelling at your monitor right now. Yeah, you saw that, right? The answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Replace that P at the end with a T. Relation. Okay. The law of attraction, shield yourself, manifestation power, clear yourself, cancel, clear, delete, heal away addictions and crystals. You, my dear, need an exponential amount of grounding right now. You feel broken into shards. I'm just going to say it like that. Feel incredibly vulnerable. This situation had to crumble. This was manifested. You had to break to the point of shards so that you could clear out the past. Right now, this feels painful. It feels painful. This is coming into as the most trigger happy point of your life. These people will trigger the living crap out of you. That's exactly what's happening right now. And Spirit is telling you, give it time. This is going to take time to heal this away. It didn't take a day to get here. If it did, oh my God, kick some dirt over and go. But you've been here for quite some time, haven't you? So let's look at it. So the grounding. What do you need to... I'm being pulled to the same stinking deck. Okay. First off, part of this is talking to Source and Spirit. And also, if there's a pet around... Not everybody has allergies, but some people have allergies. Specifically, you need to get grounding. I'm getting that you need to have one of your pets around you or an animal around you. I don't care if it's stuffed, but there's grounding in holding whatever this animal is. And also, I really want you to start talking with God. I don't know about you, talking with God a lot, but this... You have to be very clear about what you want. You are somebody who's very quick to manifest. You're wise. You're here to be a teacher of sorts. I don't care if you're an actual teacher or not. You're here to teach the world about love and forgiveness. I said it. So this is saying there's a huge hurdle that you're overcoming right now in being that conduit of teaching. So this is saying, what are your values? what is in alignment with you right now and what is not in alignment with you, and put this in the God box. I want you to talk about what your values are with God, because honestly, I feel like there's been a major transformation and refocus on what your values are. And it's not even because the twin flame energy came in. Again, we're going to say deep soul contract, because my God, does this show up in numerous ways. All right. It's not just because of this person. It's not in spite of this person in your life. It is a major magnifier to what already was in motion in your life. So this is saying the hopelessness, the breaking that you're feeling, you got to talk to your source, your spirit, God, and talk about what your wants and needs are, not what they were. You can talk about what they were, but if you are talking about where they are now, because you changing, the healing version of you is going to be much different than the pained and the victimized version of you. And this is going to change again. This is an ongoing dialogue I see you needing to have, because when you are talking in the alignment with what your actual value and virtue is, the manifestation and what you're trying to bring in, the healing that you're trying to bring in, happens so incredibly fast. Okay. And it often is better than what you'd expect. I got such a compliment this morning. So I've extended my hours. And the second person I was working with today told me that they play the videos and put them on in the backdrop because I didn't know it, but the videos I was posting helped them. And honestly, that was one of the most moving things that I've heard, and I definitely needed to hear that. So, okay. The never-ending story. What is this about? No place like home. Ooh. Okay. Happy. The thing is, you could be happy anywhere, but your peace has been disrupted. Okay. I can't put all of these cards in. So this is what came out in the grounding bit. So you feel like you never really belong anywhere. And where you've been and where you probably currently are, it's probably a similar disruption. Feeling like it's not for you, that you don't fit in, and that this is not your landing point. Well, sorry to be the person to tell you this. Your life is a long journey, and where you are right now is merely a pit stop in this journey of life with you. You are definitely on the trail of happiness, but there needs to be a point of opposition for you to learn and appreciate that happiness. And wouldn't you know it, this is definitely that opposing party of happiness. So there is a gift in the sadness, and there's a gift in the disruption of the peace, because it lets you know not only are you alive, but it has you looking forward to something more in life. So where you are right now is not the landing point and where you will be in the journey. This is giving you this pullback feeling where life is really throwing its arrow into some sense of greatness, some sort of soulful elation. And I feel like you're going through a major expansion. Your heart will be made light. All right, so. Where'd it go? Whatever you are curious about is definitely a loyal heart, and it is mirroring you in numerous ways right now. Look at how these owls are sitting on an egg. Egg is all about rebirth. Owls are an omen to an end of a cycle. Also very wise creatures. Wise as an owl. You've heard of it. I know you've heard of it. But look, this egg, this new beginning, is opening in the shape of a heart. And once you know it, the owls are in the shape of a heart. So this new beginning is involving the love and trust of an open heart. And I want you to see how these owls are looking at each other. The pain that's been experienced is the end of a cycle, but you need to open up to your new beginning with an open heart in order for this to even take place. All right. So we have a key here. Where is this key going to? We have 2 keys here. I never noticed this before. Those keys go to the crowns on the owl's head. I flipping love Colette Baron Reed. I swear to God. Alrighty, you. So a loyal heart is coming into play. Don't worry about the closure that you feel like you need to get from the past pain. Chances are you're not going to be satisfied regardless if it reaches the absolute final aspect of closure. You have to be okay with moving on without getting all of the answers. And if you're like me, that it's easier to try and baptize a cat. Okay. What you're experiencing, even in its pain, is serendipitous. And what's this right here? You gotta learn when to say enough is enough. And that in itself, my dear, is fate. So what is the card here that we are holding on to? You're not repeating a pattern. And I see that whoever has come into your life, you feel like you're repeating these patterns with them, and you're not. See, what you're doing is you've gone through an ascension. This point of your journey is evident of that. You are at a higher place on this journey, looking down on familiar situations with a better ability to understand what's going on and what you can do with it and what the potential outcomes are. So you are better qualified in making an actual decision here. Who knew? You have to learn to trust yourself. This is what this is really talking about. The pain that caused it is the pain that will move you into the next chapter. And that's where the bliss is starting to take over. So we are going to close this off with opportunity to forgive. All these cards are talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is the undertone of this relationship reading. There needs to be something or somebody that you forgive so that this can move forward. Yes, it's involving a relationship. Entrepreneur, somebody who's very self-made. You're feeling very stuffy. Okay, so what is this? Focus on service. So this is bigger than just a relationship. This is how you interact with the entire world, my dear. Okay. Play, Cupid. Be very clear with what you desire. And honestly, stop holding yourself back. So what I'm seeing here is life isn't letting you give yourself any more excuses to break yourself down, sabotage the scenario, wallow in what seems to be the absolute hell of pity. And I get it. I truly do. But there's focusing on the task at hand, focusing on what the big picture is in this, because you are a big part of it in this big mosaic painting of life. You don't see what your part is, but you have to understand that you are part of a bigger picture, and that where you are and standing on your foundation is going to be what stands out in this and what's going to help the other parts of this. So this is saying, know what you're standing on and go for it. Learn how to bend and to play with life in this, and let your heart be made open. So again, let's look at the entrepreneur. Self-empowerment. You feel like you're cowering with this element of forgiveness, like you kind of have to give up, when actually it's you taking power and control back. You're a very self-made person. This, I feel like you did this with almost anti-guidance. It's actually really funny if you think about that. So this is also asking, be very clear about what you want. If this is something where you're not sure with where you've been, what you've been through, you've got to know what you don't want, what doesn't feel good to you, what doesn't work for you anymore. So going into this, what is the final outcome for this if you actually follow the path and actually really learn to forgive, and not just say forgiveness? Any idiot out there can sign or say they forgive something. This is actually going to mean it in the depths of your personhood. And how does that look? Well, we're going to see. Once you forgive, once you follow this path, what does it look like? We have see only love in a new partner. Okay, so a chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You'll recognize them by the sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So whoever this is, either in your life, who might be new, or you might be having a restart with, or somebody who's coming in, know that this is going to be something that heals that connection. So look past the errors, the mistakes, the misunderstandings, and see the love within each person, including yourself. So your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. So then, I saw the wedding one. I know that it's probably going to come out. Okay. Trustworthy guidance. All right. It's not meant to break you down. It's not that at all. This is answering your prayers. This is not even the prayer of the now. This has been set into motion for a very long time. I feel like this is years in the making. You drew this scenario into your life. You drew the undoing of what you're experiencing right now. And now, working through forgiveness, seeing only the love and the potential in a situation, again, as long as it's not abusive, toxic, illegal, dangerous, you get what I'm saying. This is going to bring healing in unknown ways, and it's also going to bring you, at the very minimum, everything that you had sent out 4 years ago. You drew this in. Law of attraction, baby. All right, you have no more excuses. Get to work. I understand where you're coming from, but get to work. And until next time, stay safe and have fun, and know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. If you have questions about booking a private session, because your individual storyline is so much more in-depth, intense, detailed, go ahead and find the provided email address or find me on the social platforms and send me a DM. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, and just know that you're greatly loved and appreciated. Bye for now. So, looks like an ongoing struggle, battle, issue with mental health. Not shocking. And I'm not marginalizing it. So what I see right here is somebody who's dealing with, it says mental health, but it feels very depressive. So what I see here is somebody who's really having a hard time with faith, really having a hard time finding something to believe in. So what I see in this is this person is beautifully sensitive, dealing with a lot of insecurities. I feel like this person needs to obviously reach out for some sort of support. But that's easier said than done, is it, in a lot of cases. So let's really look at this. Obviously, reach out for support. There's so many things that are available to you. This is, don't make a permanent solution to a temporary problem, even though it seems to be ongoing. You feel trapped, you or whoever this is. There's this point of wanting to give up because they feel trapped. I feel like this is a naturally playful personality too, who has learned to come in fast and very adaptable, very charming energy. So this is, again, it's not creating a permanent solution to an ongoing problem. All right, so it looks like there's going to be a leap into, it says faith, and it's, leaping into something new, but honestly, I think it's just taking a leap in what? What are you taking a leap in? Temperance in reverse. All right, it's time for you to let somebody know that you're absolutely going through the hell and that you feel like you missed out in life. So what is going to be the end result of that? I'm going to read it both ways. So it came out in reverse initially. I picked it up like that. So really working really hard to be as honest as possible with this and using all of your resources to your advantage. What I see here is karma complete. It feels like missed chances, missed opportunities. It feels like complete, it feels like just complete miss. But what I see is something coming in. This is almost Casanova-like energy. It's so playful. It really is playful. And honestly, I think that you're afraid to move forward around this energy. I think that you're afraid to really embrace this playfulness. You have to remember that you're the high priestess. I don't care what your gender is. You, my dear, are the high priestess. You're healing. This is a rite of passage. You didn't miss out on anything. This is a pause to untangle some knots that have been internalized with you. I see that there is a proposal of sorts going to be made that I kind of want to look into. So let's see. And sorry I didn't record yesterday. I did not get home until super late. And I was not going to be able to be the person that you needed. So thank you for being patient with that. All right, how flippin' cocky can these cards get? So yeah, you have to let this completely run into shambles because the Emperor is being recreated. So this is divine masculine and feminine. I do feel like it's internalized with you, so it's like coming in like this, hooked in. All right, you have to complete the sense of loss. This breakdown is just about complete, but I think it's a vocalization and honoring it with you. So stop holding yourself back. There's literally nothing that is holding you back. Every excuse that could be made is something that is magnified by the imagination. It doesn't really have anything in front of you. You are not part of the fence. You don't have this tied hands behind the back thing going on. So this, okay, it's because everything feels like a mess. You don't have control over the situation, and really it's lacking structure. So this, you don't feel safe in it, so you're going to hold back. Okay. Fudgicles. All right. Let's be practical in how we try and start this again. Right now, let's look at this as shadow work. It really is shadow work. The wish fulfillment is going to happen incredibly fast after this, but first, right now, you need to learn the art of losing because this is karma. You're not actually losing. It is letting the internal, I guess, crumble. Yeah, this is two parts. So this is a lot of emotional hardship that is going on with you. It's going to be cutting to the chase. It's going to be swift. It's going to be hot. It's going to be complete 180. It almost feels like night and day. The thing is, you're getting off the fence. You're not sure if you made the right decision, but this is an internal decision. I don't feel like this is truly affecting the environment around you. I feel like this is internal. So this, it feels like a major effort of yours to, let's see what's going on with this. The effort is you not saying anything before. It's holding back and not saying anything before your mind gets clear. Because once you say something, you know that you can't take it back. And this is involving Two of Cups energy, and it's not what it seems right now. And it seems like a lot of one-sidedness, unrequited love, rejection even. You have to look at this a new way. This is going to be an uphill battle for you. I do see a proposal that is coming your way. Somebody who's very clear-headed. It doesn't have to be a romantic proposal, but there's going to be a proposal and effort that somebody is going to be making towards you. It definitely feels masculine, very charming, playful energy, very creative energy too. All right. Somebody's coming in to help you. They see that you're holding yourself back. This is somebody who feels like they half-heart a bunch of stuff in their life, but honestly, you guys are coming out of the woods together with this. So we have the Star card. It's one of the best cards in the deck, especially in dealing with, I guess it's dealing with that internal crumbling that we talked about. So you're afraid of what the future holds. Whoever this is who's coming in to help you is going to help you ease that fear. So again, another point of surrender, except instead of internal this time, it's going to be external. We really have to learn to be patient with ourselves. They're going to help you be completely open and honest and really work on your sense of security and your sense of, I think, boundary. So not everything can keep taking from you. It's definitely going to be unconventional. Unconventional is the word for it. It's going to test you like you wouldn't believe. Anyways, it's going to be a long road, but it's going to have help. It's going to collapse, it's going to crumble, and then it's going to build up and you have help with it. Hope that made sense. All right, so what I'm seeing here is a real take kind of control and charge attitude. I think you're ready to just come back to life. It feels like it feels agitated. Honestly, this feels really agitated, like you need to get moving. You need an adventure. You need fresh air. You need something to break the monotony. So pay attention to messages that are coming in. I do feel like it's messages specifically that is going to take the stress off of you. A lot of hard work ahead. Absolutely well worth it. Granted, this is going to be well worth it. And it's going to be something where you are walking into this with reservations. You don't trust. You don't trust easy. You don't keep the trust. If something is broken, it's broken. And it takes a long time to learn a new trust, not the same trust that it was before. So what I'm seeing right now, you masterful magician, the reason why you're in such personal reservations is because you're focusing on the karma. You have the air out of your sails. You feel let down. There's hope, but you feel let down. And honestly, you don't believe that somebody in your life is not going to create the same mistake or that they're going to put in the effort. I think that you've been let down too many times. And I get it. I get it completely. I think that's what makes people so stoically independent. It's trauma response. So it's not a failure. It's not a failure. The issue at hand is genuinely not failing. You have to create something new because you can't get back what it was. The trust is gone. The faith isn't there. So now it's like keeping an eye on whatever this is, whoever's involved, and making a new movement forward. So it feels like failure, but it's not. It's surrender. It's this very gentle, timid surrender. You want security. You want to know that all your hard work pays off in this new cycle. It will. I see this going the distance. I see long term around this new cycle, and I think that you're going to cut through whatever this hard time was, whatever this Three of Cups energy is still in your favor. But right now, you need to have proof. So I see that that's going to be something that takes time. So I just had a little mini agitation. So I was asking for a general collective message about love, because you know me, you know I love love. I love all the ways it expresses itself in life. This is what we're looking at. Oh yeah, this might be a two-parter, I'm not even sure. This is what came out, this is what came out after. This is when I stopped for a minute and I said, are you friggin' kidding me? The Four of Wands, if you know about love relationship readings, it's an amazing card to have next to this bad boy, which is talking about self-mastery and a lot of work. Really working on this. You have the ideal for the relationship. Whether it's current or whether it's incoming, you have the ideal set. Great, grand, wonderful. Now we gotta work for it. I hate it because I'm just so frustrated with that. It's definitely blossoming and it's worth fighting for, and it's this big celebration. But then we have these bad boys right here who feel completely repressed, like they missed out on something, and like something is losing its passion and something is no longer moving forward. So what's with the hesitance? What's going on with that? Okay. Well, my dear, it's at I guess a new pivotal point. There's a new pivotal point that is coming into play right now, and it's got to be slow moving. It has to have some sort of a plan moving through it. Somebody needs to work on a plan. This is going to be successful, yes. And I do feel like somebody is going to be completely all over it, and they're going to want to, march their way through it. Stop it right now. This is a very playful and beautiful and caring, protective energy. It needs to slow down. It needs structure. It needs follow through. So what I'm seeing in this is the King of Pentacles is in reverse. It's a fear of being ungrounded and not being able to fulfill this. Like you're letting the relationship down. So if this is an incoming relationship, the idealism, great. The reality of it is going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it. Let's see. If this is an occurring relationship, it's going to get better in its own way. So it feels like there needs to be some truth that is talked about before the back breaks. You guys are on a new path. It's taken a very different direction. All these readings are having a theme, so definitely check on the Daily Tarot and Oracle for February 16th, 2022, timeless. All right. It's afraid of moving forward. It is. The Queen is looking at the King very nervously, very repressed, wanting to get excited but not getting excited, seeing that King energy is free and they don't feel quite as free. So there's a lot of nervousness around this that is held on to whoever is the divine feminine in this. It's genderless. It doesn't matter. The feminine is watching the masculine, wondering if they're going to run in this. There is a feeling of being afraid of that person running. So they're not going to waste their energy on this. And in fact, I think that they're talking themselves out of the very thing that they had wanted. I see that it feels like holding back and rejecting an offer that was given to you. This is going to take, I guess, a lot more grounding and a lot more time. It does have positive news around it, but it's going to take time. So we have temperance here. This can't be hurried. This is going to be a journey. It's going to have epic highs and lows. The yard's on this one. So somebody's learning how to get in touch with their emotions while still being practical and keeping one foot on the land. The end result is the sun in the background over here, but getting in touch with your emotions when you're not ready to face the trail ahead, it takes the focus off of everything. So it's time actually for whatever this is to refocus into something else. And I think that that's where the intimidation comes in, because it feels like, what is this going to be? Where's this going? What is this going to do? Am I going to waste more time? Now you're getting over a very karmic situation, and you're getting over your fear of abandonment. A lot of this is magnifying whatever the pain is in here to, I guess, justify the self-sabotage going on. It's really a karmic lesson being fulfilled. You guys will find a solution to whatever this problem is, and you'll straighten that crown. The thing is, We have to be in touch with our feelings with this, and it has to be completely honored. Do not, and I mean it, do not brush anything under the rug. There's a decision that needs to be made when you're on the fence. Are you guys going to move on? Yeah, kind of. But you guys have to look at each other new. And you also have to get this devil energy off your back. This is overwhelming. This has caused whatever this Ace of Cups is to kind of a shadow over it. But I see you getting your light back. So we'll see how it goes.